For the headlights, teaching approach and strategy employed in standard-based curriculum and outcome-based education. The content standards and the performance standard. Students' outputs that under the standard-based curriculum. Teachers' role in standard-based education. Students' display in outcome-based education approach. Outcome-based education has three characteristics. The biggest challenge of the K-12 curriculum in the Philippines and the plan to overcome it. Outcome-based education has a different levels of outcomes. The learning approach and the learning standards explain. The philosophy of physical education and health education in the K-12 basic education curriculum.
The truth is our priority, and we give knowledge to your curiosity. Good afternoon, Philippines, and good afternoon, University of Mindanao. It's Friday, April 30, 2021. This is Junalu Mijay Impis, and you are watching PPE News TV. For the details of our news. Teaching approach and strategy employed in SBC and OBE. SBC assessments and instructions that are based upon a set of standards that are expected to be met.
This is standard outlines. The knowledge and skills that students are able to demonstrate as they progress through a course. While in OBE, it means that clearly focusing and organizing. Teacher must prepare the students adequately, help their students to understand what they have to learn, why they should learn it, what use it will be now and in the future, and how will they know what they have to learn.
Next is the content standard and the performance standard. We have a guest, and she is a professor, Miss May Habelonia from University of Mindanao. Yes, hello ma'am.
Yes, Miss Junalu? Yes, ma'am. So there are a lot of students who ask about the difference between the content standards and the performance standard. Oh, well, the content standard are broad statements explaining what students should know, care about, and be able to do in each level of learning. For example, a content standard for 6th grade in science students could be in earth and science. So the students will understand the effects of the relative position of the earth and moon and sun. So while in performance standards, these are used to evaluate the specific measurable evidence is acceptable in determining whether content standards have been met. So ma'am, can you enumerate the concrete evidence if the students' outputs are under the standard-based curriculum? Yes, Ms. Junalu. So, an effective curriculum is designed to facilitate the acquisition of the skills and knowledge that align with strands. That is what students learn. So, let's say for instance, in preschool education. So, the preschooler can distinguish between color, the line, form, surface, rhythm, and decoration, and can articulate the discovery of image element. For you, ma'am, what is the role of the teacher in standard-based education? For me, Miss Junalu, the teachers work to ensure that the students actually learn the expected materials as they progress in their education. How about the concrete evidence if the student display outcome-based education approach, ma'am? So, in student display in OBE approach, those are the capstone project scored with a rubric, student portfolios, performance evaluations, random sample of students' writing, pre-post assessments, scores on local exam and quizzes, and then the national or the standardized exam scores.
Let us keep the conversation knowledgeable and more lesson to reveal. characteristic. First is the practical. It means that knowing how to do things, ability to make decisions. Second, the fundamental, understanding what you are doing and why you do it. Third will be the reflective. Learn and adapt through self-reflection, applying knowledge appropriately and responsibly. The biggest challenge of the K-12 curriculum in the Philippines and the plan to overcome it.
So the biggest challenge of the K-12 curriculum in the Philippines, those are the displacement of the teacher at tertiary level, lack of information on the guidelines for implementation. Third will be the lack of university students for 2 years and lack of resources for implementation. So the Department of Education or the DepEd exerted its effort to produce support towards the success of the reform within the Philippines to overcome those challenges.
OBE has different levels of outcomes.
The different levels of learning outcomes. First is the program objectives, few years after graduation, 4 to 5 years. Second will be the program outcomes upon the graduation. Third will be the course outcomes. This is upon course compilation. And fourth is weekly topic outcomes. This upon weekly topic or the compilation.
The learning approach and the learning strand explained. Learning approach is all about how the teacher delivers the curriculum. These are the elements that used by the teacher to help students understand the information on this other side. While the learning strand is used to indicate the discipline within a learning area like history, economics, and other social skills, each with its own associated goals. And next, the philosophy of physical education and health education in the K-12 basic education curriculum.
Fitness and movement education content is the core of the K-12 PE curriculum. It includes the value, knowledge, skills, and experience in physical activity participation in order to achieve and maintain health-related fitness, as well as optimized health.
And those were topic for this hour. Again, this is Junalumi J in Peace saying, never stop learning because life never stop teaching.